T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
All right, welcome everyone. Game week 31 plus, Project Restart, and then Project Green Arrow plus. Jason, congrats, you're still in that top 120K. I'm still kind of holding in that top 500K-ish. My risk and my Aguero risk hasn't come in yet, but City's still got a game to play tomorrow, right, Jason?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I know you got him triple captain, so let's just hope he starts for you.
At least he had the assist. I just hope he gets just give him 60 minutes. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he almost had a brace in just 10 minutes, so let's see what he can do with 60.
I know, that was a really good save.
Yeah.
I should have scored. Foden with that goal. All right.
Unlucky.
Yeah, so we got to scout, so now we have a little bit more of an idea of what to do game throughout the next game weeks. Right, Jason?
Yeah, I learned a lot about what teams look like. A little bit about who's in form right now. I know a lot of players are still kind of out of shape, but, it's better than pretty much the zero data we were going off before the game week started.
Almost every team looked poor throughout both offense and defense. There was kind of some theories whether this was going to be benefit to defense versus was this going to be benefit for our offense. Overall, I kind of think the both sides look bad enough that the scores stayed relatively the same. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it balanced out for sure.
Yeah.
Sloppy play on both ends.
All right, so again, we appreciate you guys watching the videos. Continue giving us likes, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and then we also want to hear your opinions too. Leave a comments down below, and we'll be able to answer them.
Yeah, if you want to rate my team, we're happy to do that. I know we had some friends who had us rate their teams, and let's just say they didn't come back very good.
Right. Rate your guys' team. Yeah, rate your guys' teams for sure. Yeah, our friends, one guy listened to us, and then he's doing well, and the other, not so much, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. He went out full David Luiz. We'll just say that.
Yeah, that was terrible. And he had David Luiz. Yeah. Literally had David Luiz.
Yeah.
All right. Again, we've been doing this for 15 years plus. Plenty of top 500Ks, plenty of top 200Ks. Yeah, Jason?
Yeah, top 500K is not something to brag about for me, but I guess it is for you. 200K is kind of where I draw the line.
Yeah, it's not nothing to brag about, but it's at least it's consistent. It's consistent. Chill. All right, let's go on. So speaking kind of what our scouting, for me, what I saw mainly, the main thing I saw, Manchester City again, their attack excellent, great prospects there. For me, even regardless of Pep's rotations, who cares? They score enough goals. We also saw Arsenal just terrible. I think in defense, offense. One bright spot with Arsenal was Saka. Yeah, Jason, that you kind of picked out.
Yeah, he was on my team. He's only 4.7 right now. He started both matches. Played in midfield, looked pretty good for them, considering.
Yeah, I
got
think
an assist in the second match.
You have him at 4.5 though, right?
4.6 is what I got him at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other big talking point was going to be, coming in was going to be the whole United and Spurs match. I don't think it kind of lived up to the hype, but we definitely saw United pick it up when Pogba was off the bench.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add about United specifically?
Yeah, I think the first half they looked pretty dire. Like they were tired. They had no creativity really going for them. Rashford had a few decent chances, but you could tell he hadn't played in many months.
Yeah, he looked
Second
tired.
half, like you said, the moment Pogba came on, like him and Bruno clicked immediately. They started creating chances. It was like a whole different team. So I think going forward, Pogba, Bruno got to start together, and they're going to make a lot of chances when they're on the same team.
Yeah, I highly expect United to start Pogba next game. It'd be really questionable if they don't. I wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, I think the only reason they wouldn't is because he's been out for so long with his foot injuries this year. They're just
Yeah.
kind of taking it easy with him. But yeah, I think he looked ready to start to me.
And then again on the other side, Spurs. We saw Bergwijn score a goal. That was great with using his speed. But not too much else, in my opinion, to see from them.
No, Harry Kane was invisible.
Yeah. Kane, like, really nothing to say about him. Son, I didn't really see him too often either. Their defense still looked a little shaky.
Yeah, Lloris kind of saved them a few times, but the defense itself I wasn't too impressed by.
Yeah, his saves were clutch. He
was
nice
good.
Saves. Sheffield, one clean sheet and then not so great today.
Yeah. So Jack O'Connell got injured right before the first match. He missed both. We don't have an exact read on how long he's out, but it sounds like he may not be back soon. Second match, John Egan saw a red card. He's out next match. Dean Henderson, he won't be playing either because Man United is his parent club. Things are not trending in the right direction for Sheffield right now. Lundstrom only started one match.
Yeah,
kind of
Lord Lundstrom. Nothing good. No.
Tough situation right now for Sheffield. I'm going to keep Egan for now, but one defender is probably all I need.
Mm-hmm. Chelsea played today. I think they looked fairly good. A little bit of a surprise was Giroud starting, Pulisic and Tammy on the bench. What do you think of Chelsea's game today?
Yeah, they looked pretty good. I think it's more that Villa looked really bad than anything else. But yeah, as soon as Pulisic came in the game, things changed. He scored. He really swung the tide. I think afterwards Lampard was praising him for it as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pulisic gets the start next time.
Yeah, let's see what happens with that. They're still kind of a lineup headache to me. I'm just kind of watching them for now.
At this point, Mason Mount is the safe option, but he's also he's not going to score a ton of points either. So,
Yeah, I can fairly agree with you for that. I think he scores enough points for his price though.
Yeah, 6.2, pretty cheap.
He's in the low 6. Yeah. All right, Liverpool. We saw Salah get benched and Robertson that supposedly had knocks. Only a draw. I think they're just trying to win the title, and that's about it.
Yeah, it seemed like they were kind of on cruise control. I mean, a lot of teams kind of did as well, but I'm not going to invest too heavily in them. I don't think they really care that much about closing out the season strong.
Yeah,
they just want to get the title and stay healthy.
Agreed. I mean, the only ones we got right now is we both have Trent, but other than that, we're out of Liverpool. So
yeah, he looked pretty good today too. He was one of their only good players, I thought.
All right. Did you? I actually didn't watch this game. I saw Ings' goal. Jason, any comments?
Yeah, I saw highlights. Ings looked pretty sharp. I know Southampton's schedule isn't the greatest coming up, and he's been pretty prone to rotation. And, with all these game weeks coming thick and fast, I'm expecting him to get benched. But that being said, he looked pretty good.
All right, and then what are you looking forward to tomorrow's match?
Yeah, so City Burnley still to play tomorrow. Obviously, we're recording this one a little early. So I think the big thing is how much does Pep rotate? That's what I'm really keyed in on. We know whoever's going to play is probably going to score points. It's just a matter of who's out there.
Exactly, yeah. I'm interested in seeing Man City's defense. Let's see if Laporte still gets a start. How he wants to manage that, as well as the whole rotation risk up front. Regardless, everyone's going to score points but we'll see who gets the majority of minutes. Is Aguero only going to get 10 minutes again? That's going to suck.
Sorry, he'll get a hat trick in 15 minutes, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so looking at Horror Forward, this is kind of my squad right now. The only change I made was, well, I haven't made any changes officially, but I've got Maguire in that Egan spot. I still, my plans are still to double up on Man City. They got huge firepower. I think they're gonna score 2+3, at least 3 goals. I don't know. I think 3 goals in these upcoming weeks. So I'm not scared of keeping De Bruyne and Aguero. Only reason I'd make a change would be if Aguero again only gets like less than 30 minutes. Then I think that'll force me to make the change there. Again, I'm keeping Trent. Liverpool haven't wrapped the title up yet, so he should be fine. Aubameyang, I think he would probably be. He's the one to me that not worth the price right now. 11.1. Arsenal didn't look good in either game week, especially when I think of my midfield and I think how I could have Son there. Sarr, he looked decent. He's just kind of a young prospect. He missed some key chances. Jason?
Yeah, I thought one of those chances, it was a good save from Kasper Schmeichel. It wasn't a bad shot.
Which one?
I don't blame him for that one.
The one-on-one?
Yeah.
No, he should have finished it. Get it above the
keeper. He
keeper.
should have. I had to give the keeper credit for that one too, though.
Yeah, Schmeichel did. I mean, he's one of the best keepers in Premier League, but you gotta finish those. He's young. Yeah, Sarr's young. Maybe we might be a little bit too much praising him, but the guy, he's definitely deadly one-on-one. It's just he definitely has the chances. It's just, can he finish? Yeah?
Yeah, I agree. I'm staying with him. I have faith in Sarr.
Any other comments about my team?
Yeah, I'm looking at Lundstrom. What are you going to do with him? He only started one match, and that's only because Fleck was out injured. As soon as Fleck came back, Lundstrom went to the bench. What's your plan with that?
Yeah, I don't have the transfer. Like I only have one transfer. He'll probably go to my bench, play Seiss. I'll probably play out Trent, Maguire, Seiss, Lundstrom on the bench.
Okay.
There's a few other things I want to take care of first. There's
well,
also, I'd rather take care of maybe Aston Villa. They didn't look all that great. Yeah.
No, I like Grealish. He got fouled about 15 times during the game, but he just has no one around him to really help him out. So it's not that I don't like the player, I just don't like the situation. So I'm looking to get out of Grealish.
Yeah, he almost earned that penalty, which was great, but
yeah, it's close.
Quite. Yeah. All right, let's move on to your team. Yeah, Jason.
All right. Yeah, as a recap of my 30-plus team, obviously still waiting for Man City's second game. Yeah, overall I was pretty happy with it. Egan obviously burned me with a red card. I think I'm going to hold him through next week because I have other more pressing changes I'd like to make. Namely, I want to get out of Grealish, and I'm also probably going to downgrade Aguero to maybe a Rashford to kind of finance some decent moves. So I want to get Son in my midfield for the stretch run.
Oh, so how for sure are you going to get Son? Is that a for sure?
I won't get him this week just because I don't have enough transfers. But I'm thinking maybe I downgrade Aguero to Rashford sooner rather than later. That saves me about 3 points. And then I think from there, once Liverpool wrap up the title, I can get out of Trent Alexander-Arnold, downgrade him to like a Matt Doherty or a Harry Maguire probably.
Okay.
And then from there, I can get Grealish up to Son.
But do you think Doherty could be a rotation risk with Traore?
Nope.
No, you're not concerned.
So reason I don't think that, Wolves play two formations, 3-5-2 and a 3-4-3. In the 3-5-2, Doherty starts at the wing back, and this is the formation Traore misses out on because he can't play the wing back role. He's just defensively not sound enough.
Yeah.
So Traore plays in the 3-4-3, which Doherty also plays the wing back role in that one as well. So regardless of formation, he's going to play the wing back role. I think we'll see Wolves go 3-4-3 more often going forward to get Traore in there, and then both of them are going to plunder the points.
Okay, so regardless, Doherty's like a locked starter, is basically what you're telling me.
Yep, lock starter. Look at his last 6 matches. He has points in all of them. Guy's on fire.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure he's on fire. Everyone on Wolves is doing excellent. I think the other question I would have for you then would be, like I kind of mentioned Man City, that they're on fire as well. But you seem to be off Aguero and only one City attacker.
Yeah, I think I'm more scared of the rotation than you are, especially when they have nothing left to play for. But yeah, it's not the players I don't like. It's this. I like their skills. It's just the rotation, the depth, and the lack of like playing for anything at this point that I'm scared of more than anything.
Okay.
I'll keep KDB because he's the most
obviously.
rotation-proof guy, and he's on fire.
You have to have, I mean, I don't know how much ownership De Bruyne is. I'm sure it's over 50%. This guy's
Gotta be, yeah.
You can't get rid of De Bruyne, and you really, I wonder how much percentage Fernandez is too.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty high.
Those are yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are still playing at this point either. I think a lot of people didn't quite continue playing fantasy after it restarted, but
I think there was
percentages on that.
I think I saw a news article on that. I think they said something like 20% are still playing.
Oh, that's it?
From the beginning. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder how that compares to normal, though. Because, a lot of people do drop off after the first few weeks, obviously.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my only questions, really. Oh, and then the double on Arsenal.
Yeah, like, I don't love Arsenal, but it's mainly defensively. Saka at 4.6 for me, like, he seems a pretty secure starter. He's really versatile. He's young and in shape. And Arteta seems to love him. So I think he's going to keep playing. So I'm just going to keep him as my budget option. Aubameyang, he has some good chances in that second game. He just couldn't quite convert them. And they have a decent schedule coming up, so I don't want to get out of him yet. But I would consider downgrading him eventually.
Okay. Yeah, those are my only questions. Overall, good job. Top 120, near 120K. Maybe after City play tomorrow, you will be 120K.
Can only hope so.
Yeah. All right, a quick look at this schedule. We already kind of mentioned on last video. United, Wolves, Spurs, best schedule in our opinions. To me, I would think out of those 3 teams, Wolves looked the most promising to me. They looked excellent in their match. Jason, your thoughts?
Yeah, hard to argue that. They have some bankable assets who, well, banked, so
yeah.
Keep riding them. Defense, midfield, forwards, doesn't matter. They're all great.
Now, would you...
Hard to go wrong.
The other question I think I'd ask would be, would you double up on Wolves and or Man United? Would you double on both teams?
Yeah, I'd probably double up on both if you could.
Okay, interesting. So who would you have other than Bruno?
That's the good question right now. I'm looking at Rashford.
Okay.
He looked a little rusty. He was like out of shape in the second half, but I think going forward he'll be the best option. And then another point that I wanted to make there is when Bruno took a dive and initially earned a PK at the end, before he got called off, Rashford actually had the ball in his hands, ready to place it at the spot.
Yeah. So I heard an interview that they're gonna alternate PKs, Bruno and Rashford for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another plus for Rashford then, is a possibility for PKs.
Yeah. Bruno said that after the whatever. I just call it preseason, but whatever you want to call it, preseason game. He said that after he took the penalty, he said that they were gonna switch.
It's interesting.
Then what about United's defense? Do you trust United's defense?
I mean, they're not bulletproof by any means, but that schedule looks so nice. It's hard to look away from them right now.
Okay.
So for me, I'm going Harry Maguire. He offers the biggest goal threat from corners, and he's a for sure starter.
Yeah. So then 31, we see Chelsea play City, but then after that, they also have a good run. For now, I'm just kind of watching them. I think you're doing the same tactic, right, Jason?
Yeah, wait and see. Pulisic and maybe Tammy Abraham are the guys I'm looking at the most, but obviously neither one of them started this past match. So, wait and see, like you said.
Yeah, so let's move on to the watch list. Nothing. So the big additions would be Martinez. Yeah.
Yeah, with Bernd Leno's injury looking pretty bad, Emiliano Martinez came in, did a decent job. He's only 4.2. Yeah, Arsenal's defense sucks, but their schedule is not too bad coming up, so you could do worse.
Yeah, and then Spurs was our third team with a good schedule. We've got Bergwijn and we've got Son here. Thoughts on that, Jason?
Yeah, Bergwijn's obviously the cheaper option.
Yeah.
But to me, he's also more of a rotation risk with Lucas Moura coming back eventually, and then Dele Alli coming off suspension. So we'll see how that plays out with their lineup once they're at full strength.
Yeah, I can see that he's definitely the rotation risk. Like, Son is going to be the set starter, probably out of anyone in that attack.
Yeah, for sure.
But Bergwijn, his form is better. He scored a goal against United. He's outpaced everyone. In that right wing position, I think he plays that the best out of anyone in Spurs.
Yep, it's hard to deny that.
Last one I added, I don't think he's an addition, but I still have Sterling on the list. Jason, you're not quite you're cold on City in general almost.
Yeah, they like the player, just don't like the team situation right now. It's rotation risk, nothing to play for. I don't know. That's just a lot of money to spend on a guy like that.
I will say he did. I would wait. Obviously, this is watch list. He did play the whole game, and he did score a goal. If we see this, if I see again this Aguero only 10 minutes and then Sterling the whole game, that could be that. I mean, this could be a trend for Pep. Maybe he wants Sterling to get more minutes so he can get his form back to last season. That's just in my head. That's what I'm thinking. So it's just
because they still have they got to warm up for the new Champions League tournament in August. So you definitely got to get everyone firing on all cylinders before that.
So that's the new. We don't know specifically what UEFA's planning. There's news that it's just going to be a 12-day tournament in August, but they haven't come out with anything official yet. They did say they were going to make a comment on the schedule in June. We're in June, was it 21st or something? We're June. So. Yeah, either way, we're June 21st, and they still haven't said anything yet. But the rumors are it's a 12-day in August. And I would definitely, Raheem Sterling, if you want to win Champions League, I mean, we now know, Sané, Pep came out and he said Sané is basically wants out of City and he wants to join Bayern. That seems like that's going to be the thing that's going to happen. We don't know how much minutes Sané will get anymore because of this news. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, I definitely don't think he'll get as many minutes as he would have gotten had he not, let his feelings be known that he wants to leave. That doesn't mean he's not going to get any period, though, so we'll see. I still think he has a little part to play.
And then other than that, the watch list pretty much stays the same. Any other input you want to add?
Yeah, I added Stuart Armstrong as well from Southampton. He was looking pretty strong before the break. And then first game back, he had a goal and an assist at only 5.2. He's a pretty good midfield option.
Okay,
if you're looking for a budget option there. Yeah, he's got pretty good form going.
He seems like a good enabler. At 5.2 is an excellent price.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, I saw his goal. It was actually really good. Near post. He beat a guy too.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jason, you want to update us on the checklist?
All right. Yep. 5 ways we're going to get green arrows in Game Week 31 plus. Ready? Number 1, Manchester United attackers in particular. That's what you want to get in. If you don't have Bruno, that's the number 1 option. If you do have him, consider another one. Rashford, Martial, your choice. Number 2, get Wolves all over. Defense, midfield, forwards. They got some great options. They're pretty bankable, and they got a great schedule coming up. Number 3, this is kind of what I feel like we're watching Aston Villa. It's time to get out of Grealish. A lot of people added him for the double game week, but he's on an island at Villa right now, so I would just get out of him right now. Move on to someone else. Number 4, a strong ad for me is Son going forward. Tottenham have a great schedule. Yeah, he didn't look great against United, but Spurs basically were just completely sitting back in their own half, just trying to pick him off on the counter. I don't think they're going to do that every week, so I think going forward, Son's going to be a great ad. And number 5, choosing your captain for Game Week 31 plus. There's a lot of good options this week, some good fixtures. So for me, you could choose any one of Bruno, Jimenez, Son, KDB, or Trent Alexander-Arnold. They're all pretty good-looking options right now. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, United attackers. Bruno's the number 1 for sure. I'm not set on Rashford just because he's coming back from the injury and decreased
That's
minutes. Fair. Martial, I don't think he looked all that great. Pogba looked amazing, but then, are you going to have both in your midfield? That's kind of, I question it. I might go with the defense route. Like you see, I have Maguire on my team. I think United, they have such a great schedule, and on paper, their defense, if they have, when Wan-Bissaka's healthy, they can keep clean sheets. So let's see what happens there. I'm not 100% sure how I want to attack United. Likely, I'll get 2 players, but I might go defense and attack.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Wolves, pretty much agree 100%. Jimenez is going to be a lock for me.
Gotta be.
I'm going to wait one more week. If Adama is starting, I'll likely double with Adama and Jimenez. But let's see. Grealish, I'm going to give him a wait for now. I think there's going to be there's other moves for me that could be more important. Specifically for me, I'm not impressed by Arsenal at all. So that would be more of imminent move for me, is trying to get rid of Arsenal. If I had more, right now I only have Aubameyang, but getting rid of Arsenal like Aubameyang and then moving to Son would be my big move. Speaking of all that, Son will be likely on my team. Maybe not next week. I don't know. I'd have to take a hit for Son.
Same here.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's just see how the City game ends up before I make any drastic changes with Aguero. And then speaking of captains, I'd say your safest bets are going to be... Spurs play who again? Do you know?
West Ham. Home against West Ham.
So that's a really nice one if you already have Son. KDB's attacking wise, I think that's going to be your safest. If you don't have Son, KDB is going to be your safest option. To me, I mean, when a Pep roulette could play a role, but KDB also had excellent minutes in that game. Let's see what happens in the next game if KDB also gets excellent minutes. Maybe this is a trend that he's going to keep KDB as a starter for a while. If that's a trend, I would go KDB. The other way you could play it safely would be Trent. Liverpool's defense is excellent.
Yeah, home against Crystal Palace for their fixture too.
Yeah, so for sure, almost like a clean sheet is highly likely there. So you could do the defensive captain if you wanted to. I don't know how I'm gonna play it yet. I don't know how I'm gonna play it yet.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to add on Bruno and Man United. So they're playing Sheffield. Sheffield's going to be without Dean Henderson. They're going to be without Egan. They're probably going to be without O'Connell.
Yeah.
That's, their 2 center backs and their goalkeeper are out. That's going to severely weaken them. So the fixture might not be as strong as what it seems on paper.
So overall, these are great. These are all great choices. I can't make a play yet. I will say, with that info too, I forgot about that. I would probably go, if I want to go attacking, I'll probably lean Bruno or KDB because I don't have Son. And then if I want to play safe, I'll pick Trent. Alright, our last is going to be our recommendations, not looking ahead, not just for next week, but next 3 game weeks. We kind of already go over a little bit more. I've already went over this fairly thoroughly. Bruno Fernandes, this guy is United's great schedule. Then this guy's consistent. Raul Jimenez, great schedule, excellent. He doesn't seem like he's definitely not a rotation risk at all. And then Son, a fairly good good schedule. Could play maybe a little bit of rotation risk, but highly unlikely. Jason?
Yeah, I went, we were at the same list. I just went Rashford instead of Son. But you almost talked me into taking Son instead of Rashford anyways. That's a really tough one.
Yeah, I'm not, Son will be great because of, he's cheaper. And then that's the forward. It's a little different of a spot, the forward spot. I can't make that recommendation for sure yet, just because I don't know how much minutes he's gonna get. I know United they're in the race. See, this guy's gonna play. But he hasn't given the points yet.
Nope. But yeah, bottom line is we're looking at fixtures when we're looking ahead. United, Wolves, Spurs, they had great fixtures. That's kind of where we're going right now.
And then double up on United and Wolves is going to be highly likely going to be our play overall, and then keep a real close eye on Chelsea. See if there's anyone consistent playing. That'll be the next play. Get rid of Grealish. That pretty much kind of sums it up.
Yeah, keep an eye on City tomorrow to see how they line up.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe make a decision based off that, but we don't have the data right now to really know what the rotation looks like.
All right, I think that pretty much sums it up for now. All eyes on
Remember,
City.
Early Tuesday deadline. You got to get your team in fast.
Early Tuesday. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's huge because I haven't set my team yet. Early Tuesday, and then we'll see what happens from there. Likely we'll come out with a video sometime, maybe Friday or so.
Yeah, next game week's another short turnaround. It's going to be like that this next month.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's great for viewing.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot. And then that whole Champions League, 12-day Champions League, that's going to be super hype in August.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
All right, we'll see you guys Friday. Best of luck with your teams. Take care, guys.
Yeah. See ya.